here are the things that I've discovered that are different, that are challenging, that are easier, that are wonderful about eating vegan living in Tanzania. I'm here outside in my gorgeous Tanzanian garden. Hi, I'm Opare from Food for the Soul, and here on this channel I share tips and tools you can use to help create a healthy diet and lifestyle that you actually can stick to, that you actually want to stick to, no matter where in the world you live. If that sounds like something you're interested in, be sure to click the subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you'll find out every time I upload a video. It's a cold morning here in Tanzania, so I'm all bundled up. But I'm working on making a samosa mashed potato recipe for a potluck that I'm going to this afternoon. And I want to talk about what it's been like for me as a vegan here in Tanzania. The difference between a thriving vegan and a struggling vegan is that the thriving vegan knows how to adapt no matter what their situation is they're in. Whether it's going to a family holiday, a birthday party, going out to dinner with friends, or traveling on a vacation, or moving to Tanzania. Whereas the struggling vegan will allow situations like that to throw them off track and to send them back to their old ways of eating, maybe only for the moment or maybe for good. The thriving vegan knows there's always a way. They approach eating vegan as non-negotiable and look for the ways to adapt to what the situation is. It may mean that in some situations you have to sacrifice a little bit, but they know the importance of doing that rather than sacrificing their health or their commitments to themselves. And most times, if you plan ahead, if you are inventive, or if you're creative, you can find a way to make almost any situation work for you. So how has living in Tanzania impacted my vegan diet? Well, for one thing, it's the lush abundance that I can grow right in my own backyard. Check out these sunflowers. They're so tall, way above my head. This one has a flower that's starting to grow. I don't know about that one, probably. There's sunflowers, there's tomatoes, lettuces, spinach, chicha, all kinds of herbs, peas, beans, bananas, corn, mangoes, so much abundance right here in my little backyard. I don't have a big space, but I can grow so much because the weather's great, and this area of Tanzania can grow all year round. And so that's one way that living in Tanzania has really impacted my whole and healthy vegan diet, is by providing me with such an abundance of fresh produce. Pretty much any time of the year, particularly here in the Arusha area where we're a little higher elevation, we get more rain. It's not as hot, and there's a lot of agriculture that goes on right here. You can get a wide variety of fresh produce all year round. What is available will change depending on the season. Right now in June, it's colder here. So right now there's a lot of greens. There's fewer of the tropical fruits. There's a wide variety of beans and grains here, things that I wasn't familiar with before. Just a wide variety of very delicious beans, lentils, and millet, and dried corn. So for when you're eating cooked vegan, there's a wide variety of things readily available, very affordable. Millet? Yes. And delicious. A lot of the traditional local food is vegan or vegan friendly. A lot of beans and rice and grains and greens. And so incorporating local foods has broadened my variety of foods that I eat. And I have merged some of my older recipes with newer to me spices and seasoning blends and ingredients to create some new recipes. There's much less vegan alternatives. I have only very recently begun to see vegan cheeses, vegan margarine, vegan butter, vegan yogurt, and things like that on a more consistent basis. And there's just a few brands. It's not cases and cases or shelves and shelves of different options. Well, and because there's less access to processed food means you have to cook for yourself more. And it's really actually, once you get used to it, there's many things that can help it go faster and easier. And it's really, can be creative, it can be soothing, it can be a lot of fun to look at making new recipes and new ways of making the foods that you like. One thing that I do find is that it's harder to know about whether you're eating organic or not, which is another good reason to grow your own food. There's not, stamped organic type of things, and you don't ever know about how accurate the regulations are or how much they follow them, or not that you really can tell that in the States either. They put on a good front anyway, but who knows how much they really do. So I definitely think that I'm not eating as much purely organic things when I'm buying out in the community, but I'm also not eating the things that are highly pesticide laden, which is the animal products. Also, it's much more affordable to have help. My beautiful Lush garden is tended by a gardener, and she's a garden artist, and she keeps my garden full. I also have someone who comes in and cleans my house and cooks a couple times a week, and she usually makes enough that I can have leftovers. She has learned my recipes as well as will make Tanzania local type foods. That has been a big help. On a scale of 1 to 10, how are you doing on the thriving or struggling scale? 1 being, I struggle most of the time, I have fallen off the wagon, I don't know how to get back, or 10 being, I'm thriving and I stick to my convictions to eat right no matter what. I have created a healthy diet and lifestyle that I can actually stick to, that I actually want to stick to. I have the mindset, I have the tools, the skills, and I am doing this 100% of the time. So where are you on that scale? What difference would it make to your life to be a 10 on that scale? How did it make a difference for you? And are you ready? Are you willing to do what it takes? Take the Essential Wellness Quiz and find out where you are on your wellness journey and what to focus on to design a healthy diet and lifestyle you can actually stick to. Go to foodforthesoul.me/quiz. Those are the things that I've discovered about eating vegan, living here in Tanzania. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask, and I'd love to answer them in a future video. That's it for today. Kwaheri. Goodbye. Welcome to the